The girl in pajamas was reading a book when she suddenly noticed a pair of antennae twitching restlessly. She looked closer, sure enough, it was the legendary cockroach. In the confined space of just the two of them, the insect launched its advance. A frightened Misaki could only turn to the male lead for help. Even after spraying insecticide, Misaki felt they were everywhere. Eventually, she simply lay down beside the male lead. As they settled, she couldn't resist teasing him, saying he had the desire but not the nerve to act on it. In the middle of the night, the male lead forgot Misaki was sleeping next to him. When he turned and saw her face, he was struck by how long it had been since he'd seen her so close. Memories of the past rushed back vividly. Overcome with emotion, he whispered her name, but he knew they couldn't pretend nothing had happened. Not the breakup, not becoming step-siblings. Early the next morning, Misaki and the male lead were already arguing. Their parents remarked that they acted like a couple going through a rough patch. Returning to their hometown for the holidays would only mean facing twice the teasing from relatives. Hearing this, the male lead suddenly didn't want to go back. However, their father mentioned that the only entertainment in the countryside was playing in the river, so they should prepare swimsuits. Though both initially refused, their mother's smooth talking eventually persuaded the male lead to accompany Misaki to buy one, and so, the two ended up at the mall. In the fitting room, Misaki suddenly asked if anyone was around. When he said no, she asked if he wanted to see the swimsuit. Surprised and flustered, he asked why. It turned out this was Misaki's first time buying a swimsuit on her own. Unsure if it suited her, she wanted his opinion. Without waiting for his answer, she drew back the curtain. Her curvaceous figure was immediately in view, making him too shy to look directly. But Misaki insisted he give her a proper compliment. Though he verbally refused, his eyes betrayed him. Despite her tsundere tone, seeing his reaction made Misaki finally decide on that swimsuit. On their way back, the two unconsciously arrived at the spot of their first kiss. Old feelings resurfaced, and the male lead turned to gaze at Misaki. The wind grew restless that day, sweeping her hat away. As he reached for it, their faces drew close. In that moment, eyes locked, a spark of love reignited. Misaki closed her eyes, but he only flicked her forehead. After returning home, their dynamic became more reserved. Their parents commented that now they seemed more like a couple carefully timing a marriage proposal. To the male lead, the fact that their parents could joke about them being like a couple meant one thing. In their eyes, they had truly started to resemble real siblings.